Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to study about embryonic stem cell research, animal cloning, and test tube babies. What is a clone? Clone can be defined as identical copies of cells, molecules, or organisms. Cloning an entire organism is different from creation of colony of cells in culture or gene cloning. Organismal cloning refers to the method of producing two or more genetically identical individuals. So, organismal cloning is the method of producing two or more genetically identical individuals. The first successful attempt was undertaken by Robert Britt and Thomas King in 1950s in the embryo of frog. Since then, many animals including mammals have been cloned with increasing success rate. Cloning of primate has not been that much easy as in the other group of vertebrates. Human cloning is more difficult than sheep or cattle cloning. Cells of human embryos start expressing their genes at a relatively early stage. Thus, egg cytoplasm gets little time to reprogram the transplanted nucleus. So, human cloning, it is difficult than cloning a sheep or cattle because cells of human embryo start expressing their genes at a relatively early stage. So, the egg cytoplasm get little time to reprogram the transplanted nucleus. But the successful cloning of mice, which also start expressing genes at an early stage, strongly support the possibility that human cloning is possible. Now, what is therapeutic cloning? Therapeutic cloning is the creation of embryos for therapeutic purpose or for curing disease. It explored the possibilities of rectifying the genetic diseases. Many genetic diseases can be rectified by or through therapeutic cloning. Therapeutic cloning is the creation of embryos for therapeutic purpose or for curing disease. And the main objective of therapeutic cloning is to obtain tissues for transplantation rather than to generate a new human individuals. It involves procedure known as somatic cell nuclear transfer. Let's see what is somatic cell nuclear transfer. For this, first we isolate human ovum and this human ovum is then enucleated or nucleus is removed from the human ovum. Then somatic cell from the patient is taken and its nucleus is extracted. And this nucleus which is extracted from the somatic cell is inserted to the ovum cytoplasm. It is stimulated to develop by applying mild electric shock. Ovum develops into a cluster of cells known as blastocyst. Blastocyst has inner layer of cells known as inner cell mass, which is rich in stem cells. The cells of inner cell mass is isolated and is utilized to create embryonic stem cells. These embryonic stem cells are induced to grow into whatever tissues that are required by the patient, such as replacing destroyed dopamine secreting neurons in a Parkinson's patient brain or for transplanting insulin producing beta cells in diabetic patient. So, the inner cell mass which is isolated from the blastocyst, these cells are utilized to create embryonic stem cells and these embryonic stem cells are induced to grow into whatever tissues that are required by the patient such as neurons or beta cells or any other tissues which is required by the patient. These are then introduced into patients where they are ideally integrated into native tissues, restoring normal functioning of the organ. Now, what are the benefits of therapeutic cloning? The inner cell mass, which is isolated from the blastocyst, these cells are pluripotent cells. So, we can produce a large number of cells from these pluripotent cells or inner cell mass. And these inner cell mass, which is isolated from the blastocyst, it is actually generated or produced uh, by the embryo of the patient. We create the embryo of the patient using the ovum of the patient and somatic cell nucleus of the patient. And the blastocyst is actually the patient blastocyst, and we isolate inner cell mass from these blastocysts, which is again the blastocyst of patient. So this can avoid the immunological rejection because the cells are actually the cells of patient. So it avoids immunological rejection. Ethical and legal issues. India allows therapeutic cloning and use of embryonic stem cells for research purpose. Therapeutic cloning is an active area of research but is not in medical practice. Animal cloning. Ian Wilmot and his associate at Roslin Institute of Edinburgh created clone of sheep using somatic cells. For this, they selected two sheep. One is white-faced sheep and another one is black-faced sheep. From the white-faced sheep, they isolated mammary gland cells. And these cells were induced to enter the resting phase of the cell cycle by reducing the concentration of culture medium. From the black-faced sheep, they isolated ovulated oocyte. And these oocyte are enucleated or nucleus is removed from these oocyte. By applying low voltage electric pulses, mammary gland cell was fused with enucleated oocyte. It was allowed to grow in culture and develop for 6 days to produce the embryo. Then, this embryo was implanted to the uterus of another black-faced sheep. After 148 days, a healthy lamb was born and it was named Dolly. Dolly was like white-faced sheep who contribute nucleus to the embryo. And Dolly was fertile. Dolly gave birth to Bonnie and 12 months later to another 3 lambs. The first primate to be cloned was rhesus monkey named Tetra. What are the positive aspects of cloning? Cloning enables infertile couples to have children of their own. And the cloned embryos produce totipotent stem cells. From these totipotent stem cells, we will be able to develop large number of cells which can be used for curing various types of genetic diseases, for transplantation, etc. Cloning enables the creation of embryos upon which treatment of many genetic diseases can be tried. For studying aging processes and for studying different kinds of cancers, embryos are produced using cloning technology. Negative aspects of cloning. Clones reduce the genetic variability among individuals. Cloning leads to improve human race based on some arbitrary parameters. The fitness of individuals selected for cloning may not be considered in totality. Is the clone an offspring or sibling? Does the clone have one biological parent or two? So all these creates psychological problems in the clone. In vitro fertilization in human. In vitro fertilization, this is widely used in the treatment of male and female reproductive disorders. Let's see the general procedure for in vitro fertilization. Female partners selected undergo thorough medical examination for assessing the fitness for accepting the pregnancy. In vitro fertilization, the female partner selected She undergo thorough medical examination for assessing the fitness for accepting pregnancy, and male partner is examined for appropriate concentration of motile sperms. Female egg at metaphase 2 stage is collected from the female ovum, or egg at metaphase 2 stage is collected. Ovary is observed carefully and the follicles are directly aspirated using aspirating apparatus from the female egg or ovum at metaphase 2 stage is collected. For this, ovary is observed carefully and the follicles are directly aspirated using aspirating apparatus. Only ovulating follicles are selected for in vitro fertilization. The ovulation is also induced by the administration of suitable hormones. Ovulation in females is also induced by administration of suitable hormones. The aspirate is then examined under microscope and mature oocytes are selected for fertilization. Selected oocytes are transferred into culture medium. The semen collected is then centrifuged and concentrated sample is added to the oocyte in culture. This co-culture is incubated at 37 degrees Celsius. The first cleavage occurs 24 to 30 hours after the addition of sperms. Embryos in the early cleavage state, that is below 16 cell stage, is selected for transfer to the uterus. After transferring these embryos to the uterus, patient is advised to rest for 2 to 7 hours. Implantation occurs normally. The first attempt of in vitro fertilization of human egg was reported in 1942, but the first test tube baby was born in 1978 and he was named Louis Brown. Thank you.